Hello everyone! For the next few videos, we'll be visiting Waterton Lakes National Park on the southern border of Alberta. Similar to Jasper and Banff National Parks, it protects a portion of the Rocky Mountains. This park is special in that it also shares a border with Glacier National Park in Montana on the US side. Waterton is a small town in the park and is a popular destination and hub for visitors to base themselves out of. There are a number of hotels you can stay at, or you can camp in the campground. The views from the shore of Upper Waterton Lake are quite astounding, even if you're not into hiking. A variety of birds can be seen in the area, although it was late fall, so many of them had already started their migration. We were lucky to see a bald eagle soaring overhead. This is not the partridge family, but I was impressed how these ruffed grouse were using the crosswalk to cross the street. And it's a reminder to keep your eyes peeled for wildlife in and around Waterton, as we saw one vehicle almost run these charming birds over. We did try to urge these guys to go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
You are also likely to spot mule deer around the town. Even though they are herbivores, it's best to keep your distance from them, as the mothers can be aggressive when their fawns are small. On the hill, the iconic Prince of Wales Hotel can be seen, with its steady stream of tourists taking in the views. Of course, we had to take an evening to enjoy the views ourselves.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, family!
We met some more mule deer on the road up to the hotel.
Should we cross to give them some space? I was wondering why they were staring at us, and I was I see ears.
The hotel is really impressive. It was built in 1927 and renovated heavily in 2017. We took a moment to enjoy the view from the top of the hill. It was amazing, and the hill also receives the brunt of the wind channeled by the mountains. Of course, we had to look back at the hotel with the mountains behind it. Then it was time to get in out of the wind. The renovations kept the original charm with all the wood fixtures, and the tall windows gave an impressive view of the landscape. The view from the second floor allows you to admire the cozy lobby. We sat here for a few moments and then headed into the lounge for a drink. We found a seat and made our order. Starting to relax. Lyndon, that's a little too relaxed. I thought you ordered a mocktail. It was nearing our dinner reservation, so we headed back to the restaurant and saw some last-minute cleaning before they opened.
How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Just getting started. No complaints yet.
Yeah.
You don't need two of these. I don't know how heavy drinkers you might be.
Yeah.
Our waiter had a great combination of humor and knowledge, and not just about the menu. It was hard to choose, but we eventually picked some amazing meals. The nice thing about having an early supper is you can enjoy having the whole restaurant pretty much to yourselves. In 2017, a wildfire burnt a large portion of the park. Our waiter said that firefighters were stationed on the hill and doused any flames that threatened the historic hotel. Fortunately, the hotel was spared, and the large hill had turned to mud in the process. As we'll see, the area is still recovering. For an appetizer, we tried the Welsh rarebit. It was delicious. For my main meal, I had some
Where is
fish.
he pink? Where is he pink?
I'm just glad the eggs weren't green.
No kidding, yours is inspired by the fire. Totally tell. It's like burnt out stumps. Yeah. Did he go over it at all? No.
He later explained the meaning of the dish, including the chicken to represent the return of the grouse. We finished off the meal with a decadent dessert decorated with flowers. It was a great evening. Waterton has a lot of recreational options, including being able to rent kayaks or paddleboards. There's also a small international peace park, and lots of views to admire. There are various boat tours you can take, some of which take you across the border into Montana. This view overlooks the lake with the campground slightly to the left. Waterton is a very walkable town. It was hard not to imagine what living there would be like.
Just pointing out to Lyndon that there's one for sale. Nice sturdy looking little building there.
This house is for sale. I think from what I saw on the website, it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Very nice inside. Traditional log cabin, about 100 years old. And it is 1.2 million if I remember correctly. But yeah, just right under the foot of the mountains.
Fun to imagine, but out of my price bracket.
In the visitor center right now. All kinds of animals.
The visitor center had a wide variety of displays. I enjoyed seeing the scenes of wildlife in different seasons.
Then we have Lyndon learning about the moons. 13 of them.
There was also a poop display.
There's cactus. Cougar. And cat poop. This is probably going to be bear. No. Here.
That's it here.
Snowshoe hare.
Oh,
This one must be bear.
There was also a relief map of the area that also showed how the landscape changes over the year. And another relief map depicting the various trails in the park. We discussed the trails that we were planning to hike.
till we get our feet wet a bit.
There's the hard trails.
There was also a neat listing of the various indigenous groups that lived in the area. and the trade routes that crisscross the land. Flags from the First Nations of the area stand beside the country flags. Looks like this coin-operated horse ride still works. You might be wondering where we stayed. Let's take a look.
This is where we're going to be staying tonight. Don't know which ones are going to be ours. Across the road, you check in at the Kilmorey Lodge.
One thing that's a little bit surprising about the place we're staying at, they have good old-fashioned keys.
Nice. So we are in the Crandall. Careful how you jump on the bed. You're gonna knock things over. Yeah, we have cookies, complimentary cookies. We have, what else do we have?
We have some very good caffeine.
Free tea.
Hibiscus, alpine berry, whole leaf hibiscus tea.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yum.
And this is, same.
Nice.
Don't think we're gonna need it. I hope not.
Oh, my favorite brand of bathrooms. Pretty cozy. Yikes! You could moon the whole universe if you wanted.
Very holy.
The usual suspects. Keurig. And a coffee. Oh, it's even tea. The tea is certainly. The refrigerators are not stocked.
Nothing in here. Their tea
You
is
just
up
can't
here.
see them. Disney is very excited about the fireplace. Probably gonna turn it on
it was
just to
looking
say
like
we
it was
did.
going to be cold days, rainy, but
Room number 17. Really nice entranceway. Carpeted. Goes down. Doot.
I bought that bowl as a gift for Lyndon. Our table had a good view of the path and the lake, and a nice water fountain. The water was surprisingly calm that evening, and the paddleboarder looked really relaxed out there.
Our hummus is really good, as well as our.
We also watched one of the tour boats returning.
Holy, that boat is full. I don't think anybody's down below.
yeah, we're all sorry.
Finally, our food arrived. I got butter chicken.
Got some naan bread and some rice.
Lyndon's crunchy chicken looked a little like the tonkatsu I had in Coleman.
Yep.
It's almost like what I ate yesterday.
After supper, we went for a walk to enjoy the light on the mountains. Along the lake, there's a number of spots where you can sit and enjoy the view. And here's even some of the red chairs. Cameron Falls is right in Waterton and is quite impressive.
That is amazing. Just all the layers.
I hope you enjoyed this look around Waterton. There are a lot of tourist shops as well. Stay tuned for the hikes that we went on. As always, thanks for watching.